And in that consequences, Madam Acting Clerk, in fact, my submission to you is that based on Article 74 of the Constitution, and that you become a state officer on the basis when you take an oath on affirmation. My submission, Honorable Moses Wetangula, is that Senator-elect Article 74 of the Constitution, any legal become a state officer on the basis when even to resign. In fact, my submission resign from what? Because he is not a state officer. Two, Madam Speaker, and that is based on Article 74 of this Constitution. Two, Madam Speaker, the Honorable TJ has raised a report, an advance report of this House, a resolution of this House that indicted Senator-elect, the Honorable TJ has raised of this report, an advance report of this House, a resolution of this House. I want to and that report was done by the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee. That report done by the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee, Wetangula stepped aside. Madam Acting Clerk, you know resolutions of this House that report done by the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee stepped aside by other agencies, Madam, within the criminal justice system. You know resolutions of this House, the tools and the equipment that report done by the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee. So the resolution of this House was agencies, Madam, within the criminal justice system. The DCI, you know the Auditor General of this House, the AACC, that report done by the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee. So the resolution of this House agencies have cleared Moses Masika Wetangula and President Kibaki. President Kibaki reappointed Moses Wetangula back to his ministerial position. So, Madam Speaker, facts speak for themselves. And Mr. Speaker, let us not use the law selectively. Speaker, we need to vote. Today, we have an opportunity, Madam Speaker. All of us sitting here, apart from the nominated members, we have been dealing with the voters. But today, we are voters ourselves. And we must exercise our constitutional right as 349 members. The law is very clear. Even if, and I want to challenge, even if Moses Masika Wetangula did not resign and did not brought you a resignation letter based on Article 74 of the Constitution, the Honorable Moses Wetangula is not a senator of the 13th Senate, of the 3rd Senate, because he has not taken the oath of office. And the moment all of us took an oath of office this afternoon, from morning, we now become state officers, so that you can resign. So, Madam Speaker, let us not have a debate. Let us give chance. These members have an opportunity. They have a constitutional right. Madam Acting Speaker, we have a very daunting task ahead of us. So that report was not tabled. I think myself, Honorable Bandi, Honorable Kainan, there are very few of us who are in the 10th Parliament who know that report. So let us, those who want to vote for Kenneth Marende, I have served under him as a speaker. Those who want to vote for Moses Masika Wetangula, they will vote for him. Let us stop the shenanigans and sideshows. Like the Senate, let us go and have a speaker so that next week we go to orientation and we start implementing the Kenya Kwanza Hustler Fund as fast as possible.
Honorable members, before I rule, It is only fair that I have given 3 members on this side to speak. I will give 3 members on this side to speak. You okay? You okay? Okay. Okay then. I will allow the Honorable Bandi, please. Let me give the Honorable Bandi.
Thank you very much, Madam Presiding Officer. Madam Presiding Officer, allow me also she's presiding over the elections. She may be returning officer. I don't know whether she was gazetted or she gazetted herself. But I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate all members who have made it to the 13th Parliament. I know it was not easy, but having said that, allow me just to say one thing. Madam Presiding Officer, this matter, I think, even if it may not be resolved today and we'll proceed and vote, it is something that the people of Kenya need to look at. At what point would an elected member be considered a member of Parliament? By the time, that is your opinion, let me speak my opinion. I'm intelligent enough. Assuming office is not the same thing as being elected. The moment the returning officer in your electoral area pronounces you as elected, it is only the court of law. It is only the court of law which can reverse that decision, whether you take oath of office or you don't take oath of office. Once you have been elected, pronounced as such, gazetted in the Kenya Gazette, as a senator, you become a senator-elect. Whether there is elect after your name or the senator, it is still there. So this is a matter that cannot just be wished away. In fact, I think the people of Kenya made a mistake when we passed this constitution. There is a law, when you look at the constitution, just a minute, when you look at the constitution, Madam Presiding Officer, the constitution speaks to no one can be a member of Parliament if you are a state officer, but goes ahead to exempt serving members of Parliament from running. Now the same should have happened. I don't see why a sitting member of National Assembly cannot run for the office of the Speaker and resign after being elected. That is what happened in 2008 when Kenneth Otiato Marende was the MP for Emuhaya. So if something is wrong with our laws, we need to accept it. Let us not speak, just take sides. You took an oath just a few minutes ago to protect this constitution. There is a problem in the constitution. We need to fix it. But as it is today, there is gray area. And therefore, Madam Presiding Officer, whether you let Honorable Moses Wetangula run or not, the people of Kenya will have to deal with the elephant in the room, that there is a problem with that provision of the law requiring even sitting members of Parliament to resign before they become the Speaker of either House of Parliament. I submit my case.
Let us vote. Let's vote.
Thank you very much, Acting Clerk. I'd like to thank you. And I just like to say that I believe in freedom of speech. But I just want to rise, Madam Clerk, pursuant to Standing Order number 83, as read together with Standing Order number 107. I'm very surprised that you've been allowing people who have been in this house for some time just to rise on points of order based on no particular order. You know, you know, like my very good friend, Honorable Badi, I respect him a lot, but he just rose on no point of order. But you know, there was no debate. There's no debate. There is no bill. There is no bill in the House, Madam Acting Clerk. I would like to say this. One, Madam Clerk, you have issued a statement. My very good friend, the Honorable T.J. Kajwang, who is a lawyer like myself, he knows that once you have issued a statement, Your statement is either factual, in accordance with this House and standing orders and the Constitution, or he gives further information that he has. But he cannot bring third-rate hearsay into this House to challenge your statement. You know, your statement cannot be challenged on the basis of what somebody has heard. You must produce documentary evidence to countenance your statement. In the absence of that, Madam Clerk, you should rule everybody out of order. May I read, Madam Clerk? According to Standing Order 107, a member commits an act of disorderly conduct of that member if he deliberately gives false information to the House. We were told that Senator Moses Wetangula resigned on the 9th of August. That information has not been given to us here. And you just allowed that member just to sit. And he's a very senior member in the bench, of the bar. And I have a lot of respect for him. My submission, kura tutapiga, where we are going to vote. My submission, Madam Clerk, in the absence of any documentary evidence contrary to your statement, I submit that we vote. Thank you.
Honorable members, I would like to respond to the issues that have been raised. Yeah. So members, if you could be silent, I will respond on the matters that have been raised concerning one of the candidates who is standing for election. And I want to respond as follows, generally, especially on the matters that have been raised by the Honorable T.J. Kajwang, who has asked a question about a person who is elected as a member of parliament, and in this case, a senator, whether this senator is eligible for election as a speaker. And I have also listened to the various submissions on the matter by the members who have spoken from both sides of the House. I have also looked at the relevant provisions of the Constitution and the law, and I now wish to communicate my findings on this matter. Honorable members, Article 106(1)(a) of the Constitution provides that there shall be a Speaker of each Parliament who shall be elected by the House in accordance with the standing orders from among persons who are qualified to be elected members of Parliament but are not such members. The relevant qualification for election as a member of Parliament are set out in Article 99(1)(a) and (b) of the Constitution. That is, that the person is registered as a voter and also has satisfied any educational, moral, and ethical requirements prescribed by the Constitution or by an Act of Parliament. Additionally, Article 99(2) provides that a person is disqualified from being elected a member of Parliament if that person is a state officer or a public officer other than a member of Parliament, has at any time within the 5 years immediately preceding the date of election held office as a member of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, has not been a citizen of Kenya for at least the 10 years immediately preceding the date of the election, is a member of a county assembly, is of unsound mind, is an undischarged bankrupt, is subject to a sentence of imprisonment of at least 6 months as at the date of registration as a candidate or at the date of election, or is found in accordance with any law to have misused or abused a state or public office, or in any way to have contravened the provisions of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. Honorable members, let me just go through my finding. First thing I would want to say about the issues that have been raised by members is that on the 5th of September, after the candidate submitted his nomination papers, the candidate in question, pursuant to Standing Order 5 of the National Assembly Standing Orders, I did write to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission seeking confirmation as to whether this particular candidate is qualified to be elected as a member of parliament under Article 99 of the Constitution, and whether or not is such a member. In a letter dated 6th, please just listen. In a letter dated 6 September 2022, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission wrote back to me, confirming that pursuant to Article 99 of the Constitution and Section 24 of the Election Act, number 24 of 2011, Moses Masika Wetangula is a registered voter. Fact number 00, 105, 121, 119, 09, 45, 11 in Kambuchai constituency. And the independent and the IEBC indicated that he is duly qualified to contest for election as Speaker of the National Assembly. Honorable members, as you all know, the IEBC is a body established by Article 88 of the Constitution of Kenya and charged with the registration of voters and registration of candidates for election. So the determination by the Commission is formally on record in my office. Secondly, honorable members, now allow me to draw you to Article 74 of the Constitution, which the Honorable Duale has made reference to, and which provides that before assuming office or a state office, acting in a state office or performing any functions of a state office, a person shall take and subscribe the oath or affirmation of office in the manner and form prescribed by the third schedule or under an act of parliament. It should also be noted that the third schedule to the Constitution sets out various forms of national oaths of affirmation for state officers, including the one for members of parliament. Honorable members, a comparative glance, even at jurisdictions elsewhere in the world, and I would like to quote the United Kingdom, a member of parliament is not deemed to be a member until that person has taken the required oath of office. In the United Kingdom, honorable members, members of both houses of parliament are required by law to take an oath of allegiance to the crown, and MPs cannot take their seat, speak in debates or vote or receive a salary until they have taken oath or affirmation. In fact, in the UK, the seats could be declared vacant if you make such a mistake. And in the United States of America, the Constitution also requires members of the Congress to take and to be bound by an oath of office of affirmation as such. So members usually take the oath before they have assumed office. In view of the stated provisions of Article 74 of the Constitution, members, it is clear that a person who has been elected to serve as a member of parliament retains his status as a member of the public until they assume office as a member of parliament by taking or subscribing to the oath or affirmation of a member of parliament as set out in the third schedule to the Constitution. And lastly, honorable members, let me finish. In any event, even if we were to overlook the provisions of Article 74 of the Constitution, relating to the assumption of office, as I have enumerated, and argued that there was need for the senator to resign from office, may I now confirm that I am in receipt of a letter dated 29th August, written by the Honorable Moses Masika Wetangula, addressed to the Speaker of the Senate, in which he communicated in writing to the Speaker of the Senate his decision to resign from his position as a senator-elect for Bungoma. Now, this letter is addressed to the office of the Speaker of the Senate, which by virtue of the provisions of Article 106(1)(2) only became vacant when the new Senate first met today. So the spirit of the Constitution espoused under Article 103(1)(c) is that the seat automatically becomes vacant upon receipt of the resignation of a letter, and there is no corresponding obligation imposed on the Speaker to accept or decline the resignation. Therefore, honorable members, in the present circumstances, and guided by the provisions of Article 74 of the Constitution, and the letters from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission and from the Honorable Moses Wetangula, I have satisfied myself that the Honorable Moses Masika Wetangula is qualified for election as a Speaker of the National Assembly. The House is accordingly guided. Honorable members, I would like us now to proceed. I would like us to proceed now to start the process of voting. And I now invite the Deputy Clerk to call out the names, after which, when your name is called, you will be issued with a ballot paper, and we shall proceed with voting. Thank you.
Duale Adan Bare. The people with disabilities. Ngongo John Badi. Maalim Farah. Maisha. Disabilities. Mumo Rose Museo, Wetangula Timothy Wanyonyi, Lomwa Joseph Samal.
somebody gets the card round one, sure. Then we'll go to round two.
Sir, use this one. The other one is not audible.
We need to take the boxes to these two members.
Honorable members, I will allow the clerks to take the papers to the members with disability, please. That is the Honorable Lomwa Joseph Samal, the Honorable Masara Peter Francis, and the Honorable Koskei Jackson, and also the Honorable Mumo Ross Museo.
Chumuel Samuel Moroto, Rai Samuel Gonzi, Welie Adan Keinan. Ahmed Shakil Ahmed Shabir, Hassan Abdi Yusuf, Kiunjuru Festus Mwangi, Locuton Joseph. Mbiuki Jafet Biriki Kareke, Odhiambo Mili Grace Akot, Sirma Musa Cherutich, Wanjala Rafael Sauti Bita. Abdul Rahim Dawood, Arama Samuel, Aramat Lemanken, Badi Twalib. Bowen David Kagongo, Chege Sabina Wanjiru, Chepkonga Kiprono Samuel, Chesebe Fred Kapondi. Francis Kajwang Tom Joseph, Gakuya James Mwangi, Gikaria David, Gimose Charles Gumini. Ichungwa Anthony Kimani, Injendi Moses Malulu, Kaluma George Peter Opondo, Kanchori Elijah Memusi. Tiaraho David Njuguna, Kihara Jane Wanjiru Njeri, Kingola Patrick Makau, Kibuot Julius Meli, Kipiogon Johanna Ngeno.
Honorable members, a question has been raised by a member. I just want to give you guidance because a member has raised concern about how to mark the ballot paper. And the standing orders 6 of our National Assembly standing orders provide that you are supposed to mark the ballot paper by placing a mark in the space opposite the name of the candidate. I would urge members to put a tick or an X, but any other mark would be a mark. But put an X or a tick, but just a mark would be sufficient. You will not be disqualified. Yes, yes. Put a mark inside the place provided for you to mark. I would appreciate a tick or an X, but any mark is accepted.
Kombe Harrison Garama, Correres Sara Paulata, Koi John Waluke, Koyo James Onyango, Langat Benjamin Kipkurui, Balu Jessica Nduku Kiko, Boko Mishi Juma Hamisi, Bui Robert, Mohamed Junaid Sheikh Nur, Mule Stephen Mutinda. Mulu Makali Benson, Musau Vincent Musioka, Naika Johnson Manya, Nanok Daniel Epuyo, Nyamai Recho Kaki, Nikal James Wambura, Ochieng David Ouma, Odanga Geoffrey Makoha, Oduor Christine Ombaka, Ogola Gideon Ochanda. Owor Joshua Aduma, Kosing David Lesiaku, Pukose Robert, Raso Dido Ali, Robbie Mataz Nyamabe, Shimbwa Omar Munyi, Shinyali Bernard Masaka, Sitati Daniel Wanyama, Sudi Oscar Kipchumba, Sunkuli Julius Lekakenyi. walishindwa Senate. Wahome Alice Mudhoni, Wandai James Opio, Wangwe Emmanuel, Wanyonyi Ferdinand Kevin, Cholule Liza Chipkorir, Lesuda Josephine Naisula, Wanjira Martha Wangari, Aburi Lawrence Mpuru, Muhia Wanjiku. Oundo Wilberforce Odiambo, Abdullahi Bashir Sheikh, Adagala Beatrice Kahai, Akuja Protas Ewasit, Alpha Miruka Ondieki, Amolo Paul Otiende, Atandi Samuel Onuga, Badar Salim Faisal, Baya Owen Ya, Bedzimba Rashid Juma, Buyu Rosa Akinyi. Chege John Kiragu, Chepkwoni Charity Katambi, Gachobe Samuel Kinudia, Gatiru Benjamin, Gitari Joseph Gachoki, Gitau Faith Wairimu, Gidinji Robert Gichimu, George Macharia Karioki, Gogo Lilian Achieng, Guyo Ali Wario.
hawakuwa sworn in. 340 lakini uko nyumbani. Another batch of 10.
Jeho Fatuma Abdi, Hassan Kulo Maalim, Hiribae Said Buya, Kagesi Kivai Ogesi, Kahangara Joseph Mburu, Kalasinga Joseph Simiu Wekesa Majimbo, Kamene Joyce, Kamuren Charles, Kandie Joseph Chebiogon, Karani Stephen Washira.
Already have a minute. 240. Tunaenda tu second round. Alafu 340 also has not been sworn in. Lakini hapa pick up 340 not sworn in. 2 Bibidu Mohammed. She was not sworn in. Bidu. 340. Baada ya huko ni mbali, mtu mwingine tunaongea. Ngoja.
Nimefika hapo.
Ngoja. Hawa wako wengi sana.
Namba 49 mbona nimepitwa?
Nimefika.
49.
Uliitwa.
Nimeitwa. Nenda tu upige.
Ingia tu pale.
49.
Tumekuita.
Karemba Eric Muchangi, Kasalu Irene Modoni, Kasait William Kamket, Katana Paul Kahindi, Kemei Justice Kipsang, Kemero Maisori Marwa, Kimani Francis Kuria, Kimulu Joseph Kivinda, Kingara Simon Nganga, Kirima Moses Buchine, Kitty Richard Ken Chonga.
But I realized this one is different. It's different. To be Bidu Mohammed. Around 340 or 341. That is that one was sworn in. One has not been sworn in. It's 340 also. I don't know why. It's the same number. Yeah. Not sworn in. Hapo umefika
Koech Nelson, Kosgei Hilary Kiplangat, Kwenya Duku Zakari, Jackson Leku Montare, Peter Lochakapong, Luyai Kalebamisi, Mawade Julius Musili, Bai Nimrod Bituka, Mizigi Lydia Haika, Mohammed Ali. Momanyi Innocent Obitu, Mwangina Jerusha Momanyi, Mushira Michael Mwangi, Muhanda Elsie, Muiruri Mudama Stanley, Muhwana Titus Hamala, Muli Fabian Kule, Muliung Gideon Mutemi, Murugara George Gitonga, Rindikiri Mugambi.
The only people who are there are the ones who are waiting. Na agent. I don't know whether you can get that. Kajua ni agent. No, we are almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there.
Members, please,
Mutua Didimas.
I would like to request the members who have voted to clear the voting area so that we are able to allow other members to vote. Thank you. Members, please, once you have voted, clear the voting area to allow other members to vote. Thank you.
Mutua Didimas Wekesa Barasa, Mutunga John, Mwakuona Danson, Mwale Nicholas Tindi, Mwalika David Mboni, Mwanyanje Gertrude Mbeyu, Mwirigi John Paul, Nabulindo Peter Oscar, Ndungu George, Nganga Alice Wambui. Ngikolong Nicholas, Nguna Charles Ngusia, Joroge Mary Wamaua, Ntwiga Patrick Munene, Nyamita Mark Ogola, Nyamoko Joash Nyamache, Nyenze Edith Veti, Nyoro Samsung Dindi, Zamba Tadeas Kidua, Nzengu Paul Musimi.
Which number? Oh. Hiyo ndio tayari. Shida sana.
Inshallah. Please share, I get help. I'm a jobless driver seeking your help. Jazakallah, Allahu Akbar, Barakallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, my dear Muslim brothers and sisters.
Note kwa boss Shule that she has voted. But has she?
Yeah, Nyajum Sai. First of all, congratulations. God has granted you victory so you can lead this nation. I admire the fact that you've been hella patient. As you assume your role, I hope you get this information. We're just from an election, so country bado is shaky. A lot of sadness imekuwa mtaa lately, but this is from a good place, so I hope you don't mistake me. And to my supporters, I also hope you don't hate me. But there's an issue that only you can address. Reconciliation, that's what we need to start afresh. And you a man of God, so you know how to do it best. You say wana tusiraila na kuna vle nani stress. Mr. Hustler, yes, a man of integrity. Bring the people to die lately, but this is from a good place, so I hope you don't mistake me. And to my supporters, I also hope you don't hate me. But there's an issue that only you can address. Reconciliation, that's what we need to start afresh. And you a man of God, so you know how to do it best. You say wana tusiraila na kuna vle nani stress. Mr. Hustler, yes, a man of integrity. Bring the people together, cause Chuki says see necessity. Baba is being attacked. Some people calling him names, but you can change this narrative cause you've been through the same. Remember when they told you hawezi keti kwa yo kiti, but Mungu ni nani ona so mefika hapo juu. Ombi letu kawa na inchi ni atutuweke baba fiti, cause I know you understand what that man is going through. My mama has been grieving, I called her Hakupik, and then she texted me and told me, son, I'm hella sick. I told her, why mama, ain't no reason to be sad, Baba's fine, and that's another reason to be glad. But I couldn't blame her, she was fighting for her survival. You see, I suffer Kenya Wanga tribal. I told her that I know you went into Rosafi, a Christian who always wants to make God happy, and I bet he will be happy ukicheza kama wewe. To protect you mzae usiache akemewe. Yes, to protect you mzae usiache akemewe. Juu tunampenda vile tunakupenda, hataki kuona kikemewa na watu. Unajua nini amefanya, si tunajua nini amefanya. So to protect you mzae. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Kali Ram Jones. Peace out.
Silvana Osoro, Otucho Mary Emase, Owino John Walter, Owino Martin Peter, Oyula Joseph Maero, Pasaris Esther Modoni, Paul Abuor, Risa Sankuya George. Sane Ibrahim Abdi, Sholei Gladys Bose, Shurie Abdi Omar, Sitenei Janet Jepkomboy, Tandaza Kasim Sawa, Tongoyo Gabriel Koshal, Tonui Joseph Kipkoske, Washira Rahab Mukami, Wamasukuru James Gidua. Wambilianga Catherine Nanjala, Wamuchomba Gadoni, Wangaya Christopher Aseka, Wanjiku John Juguna, Waweru John Kiarie, Were Charles Ongondo, Yegon Brighton Leonard, Yusuf Adan Haji, Elachi Beatrice, Naomi Jilo. Sagon Florence Jematia, Abdi Ali, Abdi Hamis, Abdirahman Hussein Mohammed, Abdirahman Mohammed Abdi, Abdullahi Amina Dika, Aburi Donya Doris, Ado Mohammed Adan, Ali Abdisarat Khalif, Barasa Patrick Simiu, Barongo Nolfason Obadia.
No, Flikuita ni vile, I think it was consultations allowed. Sijafika? Ndai? Kwa is a ranking member? Ile ingine
Bare Hussein Abdi, Bato Phyllis Jepkemoi, Basil Robert Ngui, Diego Paul Kibuchi, Bisau Morris Kakai, Bona Mumina Golo, Busia Ruth Adhiambo Odinga, Buire John Okano, Caroline Jepto, Chebor Paul Kibet.
Flikuita mheshimiwa 72. 72. Just get him to the line. Yeah, come on.
Cherorot Joseph Kimutai, Chiforomodo Mangale Munga, Chimba Zamzam Mohammed, Denar Joseph Hamisi, Dabolen Pamela Njoki, Emate Joseph, Farah Yusuf Mohammed, Gachagua George N, Gichoi Kagucha John Philip, Gichuki Edward Mugo, Gisairo Cliff Ombane. Guyo Ade Wario, Hamisi Kakuta Maimai, Haro Abdul Ibrahim, Harun Suleka Hulbale, Ikana Frederick Lusuli, Ikiara Dorothy Modoni, Iraya Joseph Wanaina, Idinji Shadrach Mwiti, Jaldesa Guyo, Jeho Fatuma Abdi. Jihanda Zahia, Kagiri Jen Wangeshi, Kagombe Gabriel Gatuka, Kahugu Eric Mwangi, Kailemia Elizabeth Karambu, Karauri Ronald Kamuiko, Karito Kiili Daniel, Kasiwai Rael Chepkomoi, Kimei Beatrice Chepngeno, Kode Felix Odiwar. Kiamba Susan Dunge, Kibagendi Anthony, Kihungi Peter Irungu, Kilel Richard Cheriot, Kipkoech Gideon Kimayo, Kipkoros Joseph Makilap, Kiplagat David, Kipngor Ruben Kiborek, Kiprono Mutai Alfred, Kirwa Abraham Kipsang, Kitani Marien Chebet. Kitilai Olentutu, Kitur Bernard Kibor, Koech Victor Kipngetich, Komingoi Kibet Kirui, Koril Adams Kipsanai, Yakub Ado Kuno, Karuria Elijah Njore Njoroge, Lelmengit Joseph Kipto Koske, Lengarus Pauline. Letipila Dominic Eli, Lynette Chepkorir, Logova Sloya Clement, Titus Loti, Mnaiba Julius Taitumu, Michelle Mohamed Sood, Maina Betinjeri, Maina Jen Jeri, Maina Mwago Amos, Maingi Mary, Makali John Okwisia, Mamwacha Onchoke Charles.
hapo. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.
Manduku Daniel Ogwoka, Marubu Monica Mudoni, Masito Fatuma Hamisi, Madenge Duncan Maina, Mayaka Irene Nyakerario, Mnyazi Amina Laura, Mogaka Stephen, Mohamed Abdikatir Hussein, Mohamed Adan Daudi, Mohamed Ulmkar Haron. Mohamed Fatuma Zinabu, Mokaa Nyakundi Jafot, Mrembo Irene Joki, Mugabe Innocent Maino, Muge Cynthia Chepkoskei, Mukunju John Gitonga Moniki, Mulana Geoffrey Ekesa, Mule Caleb Mutiso, Munyoro Joseph Kamau, Mpe Anthony Kenga. Muradha Ann Wanjiku Mugo, Muriu Wakili Edward, Murumba John Chikati, Mutuse Mwengi, Mwafrika Augustine Kamande, Mwalio Joshua Mbiti Mutua, Mwangi Geoffrey Wandeto, Mwangi Teresia Wanjiru, Mwenje Mark Samuel Muriithi, Nabii Nabwera Daraja, Nabuin Paul Ekwom, na Moit John Ariko. Nduyo Susan Ngugi, Nebat Bernard Muriuki, Ngitit Cecilia Asinyen, Nguro Onesmus Ngogoyo, Omanyo Catherine Nahabi, Omondi Karoli, Orero Peter Ochieng, Oron Joshua Odongo, Osero Patrick Kibagendi. Osogo Bensuda Joyce Atieno, Oyugi Dick Maungu, Pareyo Agnes Mantaine, Ruku Geoffrey Karioki Kiringa, Ruto Julius Kipleting, Sakimba Parishina Samuel, Salasia Peter Kalerwa, Sankaire Lea Sopiato, Shake Peter Mbogo, Sheikh Umar Kar Kasim, Sigei Francis Kipiogon Arab. Siad Amina, Siyoi Lilian Chibet, Tonkeir Rebecca, Toroitish Timothy Kipchumba, Tungule Charo Kenneth, Wanaina Anthony Njoroge, Wanaina Michael Wambugu, Waidaka John Machua, Wamboka Nelson Jack. Wanyonyi Martin Pepela, Yakub Farah Sala, Yegon Richard Kipkemoi.
communicate kama hakuna mtu. Communicate. But she will ask them to take their seats.
Honorable members, we are almost coming to the conclusion of the voting. Before we do that, I have received a request from one member, the Honorable Murio Wakili, a member for Gatanga. He has indicated to me that he has spoiled his ballot. I will indulge to be issued with another ballot. I have the ballot that he had already marked, and I will proceed to cancel this ballot. Now I have cancelled it, and I have destroyed it. No, I am not. Yes.
We were not hard on the matter, and I had raised objections on it. Yes.
He has, honorable members, the member has not cast this ballot.
But he has
So
made
because
a decision. The person has clearly marked the box, and he has not marked two boxes.
since he has not cast his vote and he has made the request,
Look at the standing order.
and he is
the
voting.
standing order says in error. You want to prove that it is in error. We were not hard on the matter, and I had raised objections on it. No. I'm doing my work.
He has, honorable members, the member has not cast this ballot.
But he has
So
made a
because,
decision. The person has clearly
honorable members, to the best of my, since he has not cast his knowledge and he has made the request, voting is you vote by will. You vote for who you desire to vote for. So I will allow the member to pick another ballot and vote
the guy voted elsewhere.
according to his will. Yes.
Now, Ndombi, has that ballot been registered as a spoiled ballot?
Yes.
As a spoiled ballot? So the person is not entitled to a reissue?
No, he has been reissued. In fact, he has
Hii
voted.
sheria gani sasa nyinyi
He has voted.
hata ya Chebukati si hivyo. If you have spoiled your ballot box, huwezi kupata kura ingine.
So the communication was if you spoiled, you are reissued with a new one.
Murui Wakili Edward.
Share vote. Huh? The vote. Yes, cast. So we should continue to the next.
Ule asha vote.
Yeah, sawa. So I'm a vote. So we then go to the next. Confirm whether there is.
Honorable members, is there any other member who has not voted and would like to vote? Any other member present in the chamber who has not voted and would like to vote? So, honorable members, it appears to me that the last ballot has been cast. However, if there is any member who has not voted, he or she may now step forward and vote. Is there any? Okay, there is none. So, honorable members, pursuant to Standing Order 6.6, it does therefore appear to me that every member present who wish to vote has voted. Now, therefore, I invite the two agents, one for each candidate, to come forward and witness the counting.
Witness the counting.
I see the agents have stepped forward. I now order that the ballot boxes be unlocked for examination of the ballot papers. And I further direct that each ballot paper be examined once the boxes are opened. Officers, please proceed to count and tally the votes.
This is how we'll do it. I'll be picking a ballot paper. I display it. I read out the name. I display it. And then we have two officers who are holding the ballot papers. One is holding for Honorable Marende. The other officer is holding for Honorable Wetangula. We have officers here who are also doing tallying. But at the end, we will also count again, one by one. That in order?
That's okay.
Good.
Allow those clerks who are there to tally what?
Yes. You tally the totals. Give us your tally.
Yes.
Okay. Moses Masika Wetangula.
Yes.
Right? Who is holding Masikas? You can't be behind. Sit here. So that full view. The other officer should be there also. Moses Wetangula. Kenneth Otiato Marende. Moses Masika Wetangula. Moses Masika Wetangula. Kenneth Otiato Marende. Moses Masika Wetangula. Moses Masika Wetangula. Kenneth Otiato Marende. Wetangula. Marende. 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 Could members kindly clear from here? We only want the officers and the tellers. Members kindly clear from here. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende, Wetangula, Marende, 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 Wetangula, 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 Marende, Wetangula, 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 Marende, Wetangula, Marende, Wetangula, Wetangula, Marende, Wetangula, 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 please push back a bit, kindly. Wetangula, Marende, Wetangula, 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 Marende, Wetangula, Marende, Marende, Wetangula, Wetangula, Marende, Wetangula, Wetangula, Marende, Wetangula, 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 Marende, Marende, Wetangula, Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende.
Nyajum Sai, first of all, congratulations. God has granted you victory so you can lead. Yeah, Nyajum Sai. First of all, congratulations. God has granted you victory so you can lead this nation. I admire the fact that you've been hella patient. As you assume your role, I hope you get this information. We just from an election, so country bado is shaky. I love
Wetangula. Wetangula.
Peupe na ukicheza ulete nyokonyoko kabiti mara moja.
Wetangula.
Tena sio baba atakuweka kamiti, watu kama sisi ndio tutakaweka kwa kamiti. Pana cheza na sisi wewe. Unatisha nani bana? Unatisha nani? Unatisha nani? William Ruto unatisha nani hapa Kenya? Wewe unaweza tisha nani? Wewe kondoo ambaye hata una meno ya mbele. Meno ya mbele yote ni ya fake. Unaweza tisha nani wewe? Unatisha nani hapa Kenya bana Ruto? Unatisha nani bwana? Safari utashindwa peupe na ukicheza ulete nyokonyoko.
Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula.
London Bridge. That's the code name given to the plan in place for the days and weeks after Queen Elizabeth II's passing. The Queen has been sitting on the royal throne since 1952. That's the longest reign of any monarch in British history. And during that time, she's seen over a dozen UK Prime Ministers, nearly 20 Summer Olympics, and over half a dozen popes. The Queen is the cornerstone to the Commonwealth, the patron to almost 600 organisations and charities, and plays a pivotal role in the UK's alliance with many countries. So her passing will bring about a lot of change. Not just for the United Kingdom, but potentially the world.
Wetangula.
Her private secretary, the Right
Marende.
Honourable Edward Young, will immediately pass a message on to the acting Prime Minister at the time. That
Wetangula.
message will likely read, "London Bridge is down."
Marende.
The Prime Minister will then set Operation London Bridge into action. Within minutes, the 15 governments
Marende.
outside of the UK where the Queen is head of state will be
Wetangula. Marende.
informed over a secure line.
Marende.
And that will be followed by the other 36 Commonwealth nations and leaders around the world. The
Wetangula.
gates of Buckingham Palace will then dawn a black-edged notice of the news. At the same time, a news flash will alert
Marende.
media around the world. Every media outlet is prepared for the news. Every radio
Marende.
station has a network of lights that will flash to indicate a national catastrophe such as
Wetangula.
this. All BBC shows will stop and proceed to run a feed dedicated to the news.
Wetangula.
Newsreaders will change into the black suits and clothing that is on hand at all times in the news.
Wetangula.
And the traditional red BBC News branding will turn black. Newspapers, TV channels and radio stations have days of coverage ready to go. On the same day as her
Wetangula.
death, the Queen's eldest son, Charles, will immediately become king. And it's reported that the
Wetangula.
stock exchange, businesses and shops across the UK will likely close for the day
Wetangula.
out of respect. The day after the Queen's death, on a live stream,
Marende.
Charles will make his first official speech as king. And the government will swear its allegiance
Marende.
to the sound of a 41-gun salute in Hyde Park, London.
Wetangula.
After that, King Charles, if this is the name he so chooses, will set off on a UK tour, visiting the leaders
Wetangula.
of government in the capitals of each country, Edinburgh, Belfast
Wetangula.
and Cardiff, before returning to London. During this period,
Wetangula.
TV channels will play the many documentaries already made in the Queen's honour, and the BBC will
Marende.
refrain from playing comedy shows as a sign of respect until after the funeral.
Marende.
4 days after her death, the Queen's coffin will be led on a military procession from
Marende.
Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall. Here she will lie in state over the next 4 days,
Marende.
and after which King Charles, family and dignitaries will pay their respects.
Marende.
Then the doors will open to likely hundreds of thousands of
Wetangula.
people queued up outside.
Wetangula.
The funeral is estimated to take place 10 to 12 days after the Queen's passing.
Marende.
But one thing is certain. The day of the funeral will be an official bank holiday for the whole of the United Kingdom.
Wetangula.
The stock exchange will close for a second time in under 2 weeks, and many businesses
Marende.
will follow suit. At 11 a.m. sharp, the bells of Big Ben will chime. The country will fall
Wetangula.
silent, and the coffin will be brought inside Westminster Abbey, where 2,000 specially invited guests will bow their heads in prayer.
Wetangula.
After the service, the coffin will be taken to Windsor Castle, and then finally to St George's
Wetangula.
Chapel, where Queen Elizabeth II will likely be laid to rest next to her father, King George VI.
Wetangula.
Likely within a year after the funeral,
Marende.
an official coronation for King Charles will take place on yet another bank holiday. All in all, accounting for the multiple bank holidays, funeral expenses and coronation
Wetangula.
celebrations, the Queen's passing is estimated to cost the UK economy billions of
Wetangula.
pounds. In addition, hundreds of changes will happen across the UK in the months to come.
Wetangula.
New British currency will be printed with the King's portrait, and the Queen's currency will slowly be
Wetangula.
removed from use. The same will happen for stamps, passports, and police and military uniforms.
Marende.
And the
Marende.
national anthem will be
Marende.
changed to God Save the King. Not to mention how the world and Commonwealth will react to the new king could alter the British royal
Wetangula.
family forever. For example, there is growing support in Australia for the country to become a republic, and the Queen's
Wetangula.
death could heighten that support. This could lead other countries to follow suit, which would almost certainly
Wetangula.
weaken the British monarchy. This scenario will one day be upon us.
Wetangula.
Operation London Bridge will be triggered, and arguably the biggest funeral of
Marende.
our lifetime will be witnessed around the world. This will be the end of an era.
Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. 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 Spoiled. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. Marende. 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 Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Please open the second ballot for me.
Now open.
This one is spoiled. Hadi. Rejected. It's there. Rejected. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Marende. Rejected.
No, there is a mark there. Iko sawa.
Disputed.
No, iko sawa. No, it is completely full.
Disputed.
Iko sawa.
Disputed.
It can't be disputed.
Disputed. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. 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 Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. 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 Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula.
How many marks are those? Swali. Pamoja. 1 mark.
Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. 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 Wetangula. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. Marende. Wetangula. 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 Marende. The small piece here
It is part of the other.
that seems to be part of this.
Yes.
I will leave it. I will leave it to the tailors.
No, it is part of that. It's all of this out. Hey, Yes, yes, it is complete. Okay, let us argue that it is complete.
Thank you. We will call it disputed. In the meantime, we will do the tally.
But why can't we sort it out?
Unajua mimi naambianga watu, unajua wengine wanasemanga ati unajua mimi sudi ya kusoma ajui kuongea Kiingereza. Ukitaka niongee Kiingereza lete mtu ya biashara. Bora ni zaidi ya milioni 5. Utasikia ile Kiingereza mimi naongea. Tunaongea Kiingereza kule wewe wazimu. Kama sasa hivi kuna nenda kufanya Zoom meeting unakuja nitaongea kikali. Uza sera bwana. Tafuta network. Kama network yako haifiki Nakuru, wewe kaa nyumbani. Kama haifiki Nairobi, wewe kaa nyumbani. Kiti ya siasa sio mbele kabisa nge. Yaani jana le. Mwenye atabana gani? Tukiba sukul tukul jela saya bere. Akwa mwala so besi la upi kabisa agere kabisa na nyule so ya sa buru. Tukul tukiba sukul tukul agibor tiga nyari ngene nyigi.
Officers.
I'm here.
Do I have your permission?
Yes.
And I said, hey, Honorable TJ, I am starting, and when I count, I'll return it back. So this is for Honorable Marende.
Okay.
This is for Honorable Marende. Honorable Mbaya, please. You're not a teller. So we start.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 28, sorry, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130.
For Marende.
That's for Marende. 130. Please get envelopes. Seal these papers on envelopes. Don't seal yet because we'll use the boxes. We're going to use those boxes. Don't seal. Don't seal. Okay. Tango. We're counting for Honorable Tango, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
He found it. He found it. Is he gonna take it?
5.
Oh, yo, I found this money here. I don't know.
6.
Probably somebody left it.
That's not yours?
Yeah,
7.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
get coffee too?
Coffee? All right, I got you.
9. 10. 11.
Oh, okay. Hey, this on the house, okay? It's on me. You're welcome.
13. 14.
Let's see if he comes
15. 16.
Where's he
17. 18.
He found. Oh, he's coming.
19,
He's coming. No way.
20.
Where's?
21.
What happened, man?
You put the money in here. You left it in here.
It's an honest experiment, man. You can keep it.
Oh my God,
25.
thank you so much.
Honest experiment.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48.
49. That is 49. The one you've dropped now is 49.
Sure?
Yes.
49.
So you're going to 50, yeah.
Okay. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Let's hold on. Right? This is 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214. Tell us for rectangular.
It is there. That is it. 214.
214 on that. Is that the same number you have?
The same number.
Same number? Good. Now we have one disputed.
One disputed.
We have one disputed. So we'll
Let's
ask
agree.
So I'll ask the tellers. So
I think we can agree. DJ. It is okay. Okay. Yes, agreed.
For who?
We're tangular.
For a tangular.
Yes. So it becomes 215.
So for rectangular is how many?
215.
For Marende?
130.
Spoiled oats?
1.
This one?
Rejected.
Rejected vote?
1.
1. Abstention?
0.
Abstention?
Nobody recorded.
So let's do the tally. Yes, sir.
Can they register?
Can the officers...
This comes to 340...
The officers who are the
345, 346.
Ms. Maritim, Mr. Finley. Ms. Maritim.
This comes to 346. $346, meaning you have 3 members who did not vote.
Mr. Tiampati, how many? Your list.
Okay.
346. Miss Maritim, where is the list?
Susan.
That you are cancelling with Mr. Finley.
So one has not been sworn in, one is sick, and then the other one? Huh?
One is not in. Miss Maritim, Mr. Finley Muriuki. Yes?
nilishikilia ile kiti ile. Yaani ndio unataka kuita kuanguka na mimi. Ndio kuanguka na mimi driver rudisha kwa hivi kidogo. Ibala siku. Alafu hivi unarudi. Itarudi kwa nyumba. Okay, hii dream. Nikiwa campus, nikiwa Egerton University, si ndio? Yeah. Sawa, nilikuwa student mzuri sana. Nakumbuka nilisimama kama director academics. Nikaanguka kura. I was a fresher. So, but the weakest candidate, I was number last. It was so painful, by the way, to lose because everyone was telling me we are going to vote for you. We are going to vote for you. But when it came, I was number last. So ikafika, now it felt so bad. Like even the weakest candidate I could have beaten, he defeated me. Yes. So ikafika in third year now. I decided to go for the vice chairman, now the bigger seat. Yes. And by that time, I didn't have money. During that time of campus politics, it was very expensive for you to get it. Because unajua unatakana kuwe na resources. Si yenye iko kama ya college, hii yenye wamechange at reps ndio wana elect watu. Unaelewa?